Well, I grew up in the National Park Service. I had this amazing childhood playing in parks in the West. My father was a climbing ranger, and I lived in some of the most beautiful parks in the United States. My father was superintendent here from 1990 through 1995. He was superintendent during the first oil boom, or one of the first oil booms, and he was concerned about energy development around the park as well. My father passed away in 2009, and we spread his ashes at Wind Canyon in the south unit of the park. So this park has an amazing symbolism in my life of healing, of memories, and of sadness, but happiness revealed. And that is what I wish for any person visiting the park. Now I find myself sitting at my father's desk, and I find myself considering the same issues that he considered when he was superintendent here. I love the National Park Service because it has this amazing mission. We have been charged with protecting in perpetuity the resources that the park encompasses. The mission of the National Park Service also includes provision for visitor enjoyment, and that is a really important part of what we do here at Theodore Roosevelt National Park. The visitor experience includes everything they see from inside the park. It includes the natural sound that they hear from within the park, the opportunities for solitude and wilderness, and just seeing the wildlife and the wildflowers, the incredible landscape of the Little Missouri Badlands. That is what we are trying to preserve in the park. We're seeing a lot of impact from the current oil development on the visitor experience. The current oil development is not occurring within the park. There is no drilling, there is no fracking, there is no infrastructure within the park. A lot of people think there is, and that is simply not true. But we do work very hard to mitigate the impacts that we're finding around the park. The National Park Service does not have regulatory authority over oil production, but we do have the Court of Public Opinion. Many oil companies have voluntarily agreed to mitigate impacts to improve the visitor experience. For example, adopting night sky-friendly lighting or locating infrastructure so that you cannot see it from within the park. The work that we have done with oil companies in collaborating with them to reduce the impacts has been very time-consuming, but it has also been very rewarding. Even in the 1880s, Theodore Roosevelt was concerned about environmental impacts, which inspired him to develop a conservation ethic that has stood the test of time and still inspires us today. I believe it's time to develop a new conservation ethic and to define a new advocacy, one that includes a cooperative effort between industry, conservation groups, agencies, and surrounding communities. In an area filled with chaotic modern development, I want every person who ventures into this park to become whole again while experiencing the tranquil, timeless landscape.